Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our Sunday morning celebration here at the Center of Peace. I'm delighted to see you all this morning. Your beautiful faces. It's a good thing. Welcome to all who are joining us online, our Facebook page and our YouTube channel. Welcome, welcome, welcome this morning. My name is Twana Malone, and I'm the senior minister here at the Center of Peace. My pronouns are she, her, and they. And this morning we have a wonderful service, a special service this morning, what I'm calling the listening experience. And we have our licensed professional practitioners assisting us this morning in our service, leading us this morning in the ringing of the chakra bowl, giving us all the opportunity to bring our attention and awareness into this space and leaving everything out there, and becoming more aware of what's in here is Cynthia Banks. Leading us this morning in our treatment, our affirmative prayer, is Susan Saunders. Holding consciousness for us this morning is Marilyn Watkins. She'll be in quiet repose and prayer, knowing the truth about our time together and its unfolding in the most wonderful and magnificent way. Our music today is being sung forth through Janet McDonald, Marcy Francis, Will, and Nate. And we are sending a special round of love to Kamara Jordan, who was going to be joining the musicians this morning and who is not. She's home taking care of herself. So, greeting all who walk into the space this morning is Linda Singleton and Tony Bay. We have Al, Vern, and Nicole on the 1s, 2s, and 3s this morning, making sure that everything is running smoothly on the technical side of life. All right, so with that, we are ready to start our service this morning. So let us all not waste not one more single moment. Let us become, in this moment, aware, so very aware of a power and a presence that's never an absence. Sandra?
God, all there is, all that will ever be. God is in the ringing of the chakra bowl. God is in the laughter of a small child. God is in the chirping of the birds, the blowing of the wind, the shining of the sun. God is everywhere present. But God is also in the silence, the spaces between the words. You will find God there as well. Because God is everywhere. God is all that there is. And I am one with that presence, that power. And I know that to be the truth for myself, and I know it to be true for everyone else. So as we prepare for today's special service of silence, of listening, of hearing God in the silence, knowing that God is there. All your needs are met through God, whether it's loud and rowdy or quiet and soft. God is always with you. And I'm grateful for this knowing, for this teaching, for this love. I'm grateful for the technicians who are bringing forth the sound. I'm grateful for Reverend Twana, who's bringing forth the silence. I'm grateful for the practitioners and for each and every person here. I'm grateful. And it's with this gratitude that I simply gather these words together and release them into the law of mind, knowing that they were always accepted and never rejected. And we anchor these words together by saying, and so it is. Thank you.
Thank you, Susan. And thank you, Sandy. All right, so we're switching things up a little bit this morning, moving things around in the service. And so what I'd like to do now is take this opportunity to welcome any first-time visitors. If this is your first time here at the Center of Peace, we'd love to be able to acknowledge you, to welcome you into our sanctuary this morning. If you feel moved and would stand, we'd love to be able to acknowledge you. All right. Center of Peace, would you please join me as we allow love simply to flow as an expression through our hands from our heart as we welcome our visitor this morning, as we say, welcome to the Center of Peace.
Welcome to the Center of Peace.
We know who you really and truly are.
We know who you really and truly are.
A unique and divine expression of love itself.
A unique and divine expression of love itself.
Perfect in every way.
Perfect in every way.
We honor you, and we welcome you.
We welcome.
Welcome to the Center of Peace. Yes, you may be seated. Yes. So please do, at the end of our service, make sure you find your way to our visitor and let her know that she's welcome here any old time. All right, so I think with that, we are going to move into our announcements, and our board member, Tricia Grady, is going to come forward. She'll be doing our announcements this morning. Our secretary, yeah, I'll go first. What did I have there? All right, a couple of things. Just want to remind everybody that this year we are renewing our membership online. We've sent out an email and asked everybody to go and update your information to make sure that we can get in touch with you and stay in touch with you. Renewing of membership is something that we ask you to do consciously and intentionally and from your heart. So it's a sacred act to take. And there is also the opportunity in our email, if you no longer would like to be a member at the Center of Peace, that you let us know that, and we can take you off out of that designated standard. So please do, if you haven't done so already. If you need help renewing your membership, let us know. We can help you do it. All right, the other thing I'm here to announce this morning is we have been engaged in, and Kamara Jordan has been leading a clothing drive for the Be Well Center, which our dear Jerry Walker is there leading that organization, and we are collecting clothing for women and for men. More specifically, they are asking for clothing for men, summertime kind of clothing. If you did bring clothing, I think this is the last Sunday, if you did bring clothing, you can put it in the bag back there under that table, and we'll be sure to get it over to the Be Well Center. And thank you to everybody who has already participated in this drive. All right.
All right. So I am Patricia Grady. My pronouns are she and her. I'm on the board as the secretary / treasurer, I'm gonna give myself credit for. Okay, so the announcements. First one's for me, completing a circle. So the second Sunday in June, I think it's the 8th, let me just confirm that. We're having another small circle, yes, it's June 8th, focused on education. So if you don't know, completing the circle is how the Center of Peace gets their feedback from the congregation on how the different ministries are doing. So we're focusing on education, so that's anyone who's taken a class or workshop with the Center of Peace. We like to know how you experience that. So it's on the 8th. It'll be here after service, most likely back in the children's room. And it's an hour and a half. We do have a thank you that we'll give you, a Wawa card. So anyone that's interested, please see Reverend Twana, Barb Jones, Cynthia Banks, Susan Saunders, Susan Robinson, and Carolyn Holt and myself. And the next announcement is about our fundraiser. Sheila?
Good morning, everyone. Happy Sunday. So my name is Sheila Denikin, and I am a member of the Fundraising Care Circle. And I am up here today, I'm looking at all of you, because I am here to once again talk about our upcoming fundraiser, our talent showcase that is coming up on the last Sunday in June 29th, and it'll be here at the Center of Peace from 3 to 6 p.m. And we are looking for you all to share your talent. Yodeling, singing, presentations, spoken word, what have you. And I've been up here for the past 3 weeks asking you all in the sanctuary and to those online to sign up. It's going to be a great time. And so many people have said, well, you know what, I would sing, or I would read a poem, but, you know, maybe next week. So I've got 19 slots to fill, okay? That's number one. And number two, the more I realize, back when I was in completing my bachelor's degree, I had a program where it was for adult learners. And you had the option for the classes to either do a 5 to 8 page APA research paper every week to turn in, or you could get in front of people and you could do a 10 to 12 minute presentation. And I was like, presentation? And I couldn't believe that most of the class would rather write a research paper, because getting up in front of people can be really daunting and it can be really scary. So why are we having the fundraiser in the first place? One, it's to support the Center of Peace. We are supporting the Center of Peace because we love the Center of Peace. You're sitting in these chairs and you're coming here week after week because of the love that you get, the fellowship that you get, the support that you get. And in today's email, in the treatment, thank you for writing, I'm gonna steal this. And in one line says, I'm a safe space for others to be seen, heard, and valued. And that's what you're gonna get here. When you come up here on this stage and share your God-given talents, and what you're going to get back is love and support. So I'm gonna ask you all to shed your fears, to embrace your talent, get up, and share it with us all. So I'm gonna be in the back of the room at the end of service with my laptop signing you all in. The deadline is next June 1st, and I'm just gonna say thank you in advance, and I am complete.
Wow, thank you, Sheila. Our next is about the Science of Mind magazine. I don't know if you wanted to come up.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Science of Mind magazine. I don't have one to hold in my hand, but there are a few free as you come into the lobby. There are a few free samples that you can take. But the Science of Mind magazine, oh, thank you, Cynthia. I knew you'd be on time. Science of Mind magazine is our bi-monthly publication from the Centers of Spiritual Living, which simply states our stories, states various articles from authors from various faiths, not only Science of Mind, but Buddhist, all Eastern teachings. It's a variety of authors. It's very enlightening, and on top of that, it has a reading for every day with an affirmation. I'm here because Science of Mind is in a financial crisis, and we know we love this. So they're asking the centers to ask our congregants and people online to subscribe to the Science of Mind for this year. We're trying to get 250 subscribers. There is a digital format only if you choose, which is $19.95. It comes in the format of your Android or your iPhone, Apple. And you can also get daily affirmations from the member council. And the magazine Complete also comes in print format. It is a dynamic tool to keep you guided and assist in understanding the teaching. Understand universal loving, that you are one with the Creator. If you're new to this teaching, it's a dynamic tool to help you be aligned. And as a bonus, we do have a spiritual circle led by Zulma Gonzalez and Wilhelmina Calamino, the fourth Wednesday of every month online. And if you do subscribe to this magazine, you would also have access to this circle where they discuss various articles. It's very powerful. So I'm asking you to simply dig in your pockets and subscribe if you don't only subscribe. If you do, perhaps give a gift to someone that you know or maybe you don't know. And simply sign up and give a gift to the Science of Mind. And they do have persons who have requested it, and they do have an incarceration program where you can designate it for that for persons in prison who will receive this magazine as their request. So thank you, and the information is also in our recent Beyond the Four Walls, Stay Alive. Get involved, stay alive. Stay inspired, I'm sorry. The detailed information is also in that, and there is also some flyers as you enter in. So please support the Science of Mind magazine. It's dynamic.
Thank you, Donna. The next one is Beyond the Four Walls, and are you going to do that one?
We have had an initiative now, what we're calling Beyond the Four Walls, where we do things outside of the center. And our upcoming events that is happening is we'll be at Pride next Sunday, June 1st. You can follow us on Instagram to figure out and find out our location. We'll have a booth up there, and they're just standing for love. So come and join us or stop by and see us. The other thing we have coming up is Beach Days. I think this is our third year. We've been going to the beach June, July, and August as a congregation. It's a wonderful time. So I don't have the dates with me, but we have a meetup spot, and we just go there and chill, talk, and laugh, get in the water sometimes. Eat some good food, but mainly it's fellowship, and it's a good time. So I want to invite you all to join us in both of those initiatives.
Thank you, Reverend T. Okay, and so the last few things is if you have a beverage, make sure you have a lid on it. Sorry. Oh, so sorry, Sandy. Sandy will now talk about her class, which will be excellent because she's an excellent teacher.
Good morning, Center of Peace. The class is called Effective Communication. And it's not teaching you how to communicate. It's teaching you how to be understood. It's teaching you how to speak with love. It's teaching you how to pay attention and listen to others. It is a spiritual class. It is not a business class on effective communication. And so I invite you, some of us have gone through our lives being misunderstood from what we've said or not understanding others. And so here's an opportunity to look at how we speak to others, how we understand others, how we love others, because it's about love. Communication is about love. The class is 6 weeks. It starts June 10th to July 15th, I believe. It's on Tuesdays from 6:30 to 8:30. And I believe the contribution to self-evolvement is $120, I believe. So I look forward to seeing you. It's the only class being taught this summer. So if you are very serious about evolving and taking classes and really just growing, this is the one to do it this summer. So I look forward to seeing you. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Sandy. So if you have a beverage, please put a lid on it. Look around for things as you're leaving. Don't leave anything behind. You can get on our mailing list by downloading our QR code. There's a card on the back of the chairs for you to do that. And you can also go to our website to find out more information about what's going on at the center. Also, there are practitioners available after service for prayer. You can recognize us with our purple stoles. And meditation is available, I believe, on Wednesdays. And that information is on the website also. Thank you.
Thank you, Tricia. This morning we have what we call a belief in action, and it's an opportunity for the congregation to share aloud their experiences with the principles and practices that we talk about. And it is open to the congregation, and all are welcome to share their experiences with the principles and practices. It's an important piece because we need to have the opportunity to see these principles and practices working in our lives, and this is one way we get to do this. And so if you would like to share your belief in action, you need to see Callista, who is busy right now, loving and serving as she always is. She'll give you all the details around how to come up here to share your belief in action. And so this morning we have two, and I want to call Jerry Walker up first, who'll be sharing her belief in action.
So, good morning. I am referring to spiritual principle number 8 and 10. 8, we believe that the universal spirit, which is God, operates through a universal mind, which is the law of God, and that we are surrounded by the creative mind, which receives the direct impress of our thoughts and acts upon it. Spiritual principle 10, we believe in the eternal goodness, the eternal loving kindness, and the eternal givingness of life to all. So, February 14th, Valentine's Day, my husband and I went to the Woodmere Museum to hear the music of Nancy Wilson, and we took my mom, because Nancy Wilson was my father's very favorite singer. I was saving seats for her, I was just saving seats. Anyway, a friend came with another friend, and she said, "Are these seats saved?" I said, "You can have them." And so she and Reggie started talking to each other, during the whole thing. And on the way home, he said, "Sylvia's selling her condo." I said, "She is. We've been to this condo several times. Love it. We've always said, oh my God, really love this condo." So he said, "And she's putting it on the market on Tuesday." This was a Friday. I said, we need to call her before she puts it on the market. So we went on Monday. We shook hands and said, yep, we're going to go forward with purchasing it. Her niece was a transactional agent, so we didn't have to get a realtor. We just split the commission, which saved a lot of money. 3 weeks later, we paid the earnest money, the inspection person came, and we had an agreement of sale. So the backstory is,
We've been looking for a condo off and on for the last 3 years. Yeah, we need to move. No, we better not. Yeah, we need to buy. No, we don't. And then deciding that we needed to buy something before I stopped work. But then I said, you know what? I'm going to stop looking because this is not working. I've been on the internet and I've looked everywhere, but if there's a place for us, it's going to show up. And show up it did. It's in the same building with my mother. I'm closer to her at age 96. Our closing is this Thursday. And our lease is not up until September 30th. So a friend stopped by with her friend who heard we were moving. And when she stepped in, she said, oh my God, I want this apartment. It's exactly like the one on my vision board. We put her name on the lease the next day before she returned to New York, and she will take it over after we move in July. My desire, intention, visualization, thoughts, and the orchestration by my father, because there's only one mine, says what Principle 8 says. What I believe can move a mountain or put one in my way. On the other hand, 2 weeks ago, I was in a car accident. Motor scooters came through the red. I was on the green, shattered the windshield, the left mirror, and a myriad other things that the dealer can find. I was shaken up. He went to the hospital. He's suing, and I'm paying to rent a car waiting for a new windshield from Germany given the tariffs. Backstory. For over a year, I have had this image, this thought.
I'll talk to you about that later. Good morning, good morning, good morning, Centerpiece and Reverend T. I'm here because of gratitude and love that I feel in my heart. You can't hear me? Oh, okay. Anyway, I'm here because I love and I'm full of gratitude. Full of gratitude. I am speaking under the spiritual principle of number 8. Hope I can read it. Sorry, Miss Jerry, but I had to bounce off of that one too. We believe that the universal spirit, which is God, operates through a universal mind, which is the law of God. And that we are surrounded by this creative mind, which receives the direct impress of our thought and upon it. Now, how I interpret that is exactly what it says. We believe, first of all, we are one. We are one with the Spirit. I am one with each and every one of you, whether you believe it or not. I'm tied to you, whether you like it or not. Okay? But I'm here to tell you what, I want to just give you a quick demonstration of what happened to me. I was on the bus, and this gentleman gets up out of his seat, comes to me. I said, uh-oh, what did I do now? What did he say he want? Thought he was going to give me a phone number or something. But anyway, what he did, he gave me a little piece of paper. I took it, I said, thank you, and I put it in my pocket. Thought no more about it until it was time for me to do my laundry, and I went back to the pocket. I said, oh, there's that piece of paper again. Well, it didn't get thrown away. It didn't get washed, so maybe I'll open it up. It was so meticulously folded that I could not tell it was what it was. Well, when I started opening it up, I said, oh, I don't believe it. It was a $100 bill. He told me to have a nice day. I wanted to bring it, but unfortunately, I didn't come from home today. And I said, is this for real? And it's like a little voice said, yes, it's for real. It is for real. And in knowing that this can happen is when I first started coming to the center, I said, I think I could make this my home. I'm enjoying this. And I started coming more, and I started joining classes, and I fell in love with Reverend T and Reverend Sheila, and just learning how to meditate, because I used to meditate, but when I meditate, I was like, okay, it's okay. I guess I'll get something out of it sooner or later. And I did. I got I got this out of it. This is my community. Anyone want to know, Tony, where do you belong? I belong to the center of peace. That's where I belong. And I thank you, everyone, for your love. What can I say? But if you really want to know more about this study, all you got to do is take some classes, which they're offering all the time. Take some classes, learn how to meditate, find a practitioner. There's plenty of them around, and get some really positive words from. And once you hear long enough, it'll all fall in place. It'll all fall in place. The words will start coming to you so much easier day by day. And if you don't think so, why don't you just try it? I did, and I'm happy because this is my home. Thank you so much for letting me share. Everybody have a beautiful day.
Thank you, Tony. That was wonderful. All right. So as I said, we're moving things around a little bit, and now it's time for our tithes and offerings, our time to share with the center. So as our ushers come forward, I'm asking us all to take out our gifts, our tithes, and our offerings. And as we do so, we are simply taking this opportunity to acknowledge those who give online, those who are giving online, and those who have already given online. Let us all bring it into the storehouse as we take this moment to turn within. Won't you join me? As, in this moment, as we just allow our awareness to settle on this presence that is within, that is eternal and ever giving of itself to itself. This power and this presence that is sustaining us and maintaining us. In our awareness of this, then, it is from this place, in this space, that we open our hearts to give and joy to the center of peace, where I know that all that we receive today, that it moves the center of peace out into the world, ever a beacon of light shining so bright that anybody and everybody who might be ready to discover the life that their soul is seeking, that they might find this light and become more available and willing to seek and search this great light within, this great life within, this great love within, always becoming more and never the less. So I know that just as we are blessed by every cent that we receive today, that the giver too is blessed 1,000,000 times fold. It can be no other way. So for every cent that we receive, I give thanks. Truly, I do give thanks. And so it is.
Give thanks, give thanks, give thanks, give thanks, give thanks for all that is. Give praise, give praise, give praise, give praise. Give praise for all that is. There will never ever be another day just like this day, so let's give praise now. Selah, Selah, Selah. Selah, Selah, for all that is. Ashe, 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 Ashe.
And so it is, and so it is. Thank you. All right, so let me provide an explanation of our service today. As I said, we're calling this the listening experience, our Quaker-like service. I want to invite our musicians to come forward and take their place as I provide a brief explanation around what we'll be doing today. So let me just start here. It is rare that when two people come together in fellowship, or I won't say it's rare, but that two people kind of come to a revelation at the same time. Well, this did happen for me. Jerry Walker and I, we were in communion and fellowshipping and talking about all this stuff, and we came to this revelation at the same time, that there are a million ways to experience life, that there are a million ways to experience a person, that there are a million ways to experience a thing. And that revelation really opened me up. And I think that it is through listening that we get to have these experiences, that listening is our greatest avenue to experiencing things in a new way. That listening itself, as I've been saying these last few weeks, is that it allows us to stay close to what is sacred. And so today we'll be creating a moment for us to be quiet and to be still and to listen. Our moments of silence will be accompanied by music to help us deepen our listening. So in our listening then, what we are doing is we're just simply making ourselves available to divine inspiration, to divine revelation, to insight. And so if something profound and meaningful finds its way through you, if you are moved in a way that this thing that finds its way through you and so inspired, we're inviting you to come up to one of the microphones. We have 2 microphones set up for you to share the inspiration that has moved through you. Now, I am asking you to take a deep dive, that when you come up, that you kind of get straight to the point, right? That in your sharing, that it's no more than 30 seconds. Anything more than 30 seconds is a tad bit more information. So get to it and come up and share your revelation, your idea, your insight with us all. After you shared your revelation, your insight, you can then just quietly take your seat as we'll be moving in and out of quiet and music, quiet and music. So while we are listening, what you might want to do is you might have something in your mind or on your mind. And so in the listening, in the quiet and the stillness, be open to clarity and be open to understanding during this time. Or perhaps you'll be making some time to release the old and to open up to the new. Not in our listening, it's not that we are trying to invite something in so that we can make sense of things, but we're inviting the quiet in so that we can have greater meaning. We can open up to greater meaning about something, which is different than trying to make things make sense. Or during our listening time, our quiet time, you might just be entering into the silence with an open heart. You might not be taking anything in particular into your listening experience, just an open heart, and that's fine too. Or maybe in our moments of quietness and stillness, maybe you might just be taking this opportunity to quiet the noise inside of you. So let me just remind you then that in this, that we are not just opening up to what is infinite, we are opening ourselves up to what is intimate. So with that, let us all become aware of the presence that's never an absence as we begin.
happiness did reign, and each man knew his worth. In my heart, how I yearn for their spirit's return, and I cry as time flies. There is a place where love will always shine, and rainbows are the shadows of a love that's so divine, and the glow of that love will light the sky up above, and it's free. Can't you see? Come with me. The Creator has a master plan, peace and happiness for every man. The Creator has a master plan, happiness for every man. The Creator has a working plan, happiness for every man. The Creator has a master plan, peace and happiness for every man. The Creator makes but one, peace and happiness through all the land. The Creator makes but one demand, happiness through all the land. Yeah, 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 The Creator makes but one demand, peace and happiness through all the land. The Creator makes but one demand, peace and happiness through all the land.
Creator has a master plan, which means I don't have to take care of everybody and make everything all right according to me. And that music and sound can heal my soul.
I'd like to add to what Jerry said, that music and sound and silence can heal the soul. This is a poem about the silence. It's called Waiting in the Gap. I'll wait in the truth, in the gap, in the silence, in the dark, in the sacred now space between past and future, complete with what was, trusting what is, taking no thought for what will be. Saturated in the presence. I inhale, I exhale, being still and constantly in contact with where I am is. Sometimes feeling like I'm in a well and it's dry, but knowing full well that I'm not in a well. The well is in me. It is infinite and it is never dry. It is the field where all possibilities lie and where I don't even need to try to make a happening happen. I just sit still. I inhale, I exhale, on loop, bathed in the presence. Within the silence between sounds. Within the stillness between happenings. Within the infinite waters, saturated with source. I don't think or swim. I just lean in and be. With faith-filled composure, I inhale, I exhale, I trust, I'm ready.
Worry is not a natural state of being, or I would be comfortable in it. Joy, happiness, love are of God. I am comfortable in those. God is my source.
I inhale, I exhale, I trust. I am ready for my greater yet to be.
Son, my son, on this Sunday, reaching across endless miles of distance and darkness and disappointment and deafening silence, touching my heart, my soul, my maternal core, a moment of peace, a gesture of grace, an opportunity to hope. I am listening.
Flow, baby, flow. Be like the water that you're mostly made of. Like liquid, if you can't flow through, flow over, under, or around. Like ice, be cool and expand. Like steam, when things get heated, rise. That's flow, baby. Just flow.
Let there be light within these walls of mine, and prosperity in my palaces. Open your heart, let the love have its own way. Open your heart, let the love have its own way. Open your heart, let the love have its own way. let the love have its own way. God is the stillness deep in your center. God is the love that makes your heart beat. God is the voice sweetly sing its glory. Open your heart, let the love have its own way.
Open your heart, let the love have its own way. Open your heart, let the love have its own way. Open your heart, let the love have its own way. Open your heart, let the love have its own way. Be in the light, God's will is the way. Let the healer sight, God is the way. We are the light. We are the way. Open your heart, let the love have its own way. Open your heart, let the love have its own way. Open your heart, let the love have its own way. Open your heart, let the love have its own way. Be in the light. God's will is the word. We are the light. We are the love have its own way.
Everything in the universe resonates. It has its own vibration. We're part of the universe. We have our own vibration. The indicator of that vibration are our emotions. Fear resonates at a low vibration. Love resonates at a high vibration. Be aware of your emotions to indicate your vibration.
I listen because the Creator speaks. The Creator speaks because I listen. I'm aware of the Creator speaking because of the manifestation that I experience. I listen in the silence, knowing that I am loved and lovable because the Creator speaks in my silence.
Nothing happens in isolation. It's all connected.
Yeah, here we go.
You can play the game, you can act out the part, even though it wasn't written for you. Tell me, how can you stand there with a broken heart, ashamed of playing the fool? One thing can lead to another. It don't take very much sacrifice. Father and mother, sister and brother, if it feels nice, don't think twice. Just shower the people you love with love. Show them the way you feel. Things are gonna be much better if you only will. Listen to what I say and shower the people you love with love. Show them the way you feel. Things are gonna work out fine if you only Tell me what you plan to do with your foolish pride when you're all by yourself and alone. Won't you tell somebody the way you feel? You can feel it beginning to ease. I guess it's true what they say about the squeaky wheel always getting the grease. It's better to shower people you love with love. Show them the way you feel. Things are gonna be much better if you only will. What I'd like to do to you is shower people you love with love. Show them the way you feel. Things are gonna work out fine if you only will. They say in every life that some rain must fall, yeah. Just like the pouring rain, make it rain. Make it rain, love, 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 and sunshine. Make it rain, love and sunshine. Shower the people you love with love. Show them the way you feel. Shower the people you love with love. Show them the way you
So, may you listen in the quiet. May you listen when you're still. May you listen when there's noise. May you listen with others. May you listen alone. And may we all be made new. This concludes our service this morning. Our musicians are going to take us on out. Can y'all sing along? Shower the people. Shower the people you love with love. Show them the way you feel. Things are gonna work out better if you only will. Shower the people you love with love. Show them the way you feel. Things are gonna be just fine if you only will. If you only will.
Shower the people you love with love. Show them the way you feel. Things are gonna work out better if you only will. Things are gonna work out better if you only will.
And so it is. And so it is. Have a wonderful day, everybody.
Thank you.
If I had $1 billion bills and could spend them as I please, if I could cure the world with just one pill, banish every disease, I never felt the touch of love inside my life, never held another by my side. If I had everything and the whole world admired me, but I didn't have love, then it wouldn't mean anything. If it was up to me, this was my land and I was king, but I didn't have love, what would I be? If I spoke 100 languages and had 4 or 5 degrees, if I could teach the children all